You've used a pink eraser 1,000 times, in school, at work, on a test you were nervous about, and you probably never questioned it, because a pink eraser feels normal. But here's the strange part. Nobody ever tells you why it's pink. If someone asked you on the spot, you might say, because it looks nice. But that's not the reason. The real reason is a mix of chemistry, manufacturing, and one little accident that turned into a tradition. So let's start with the simplest version of the mystery. An eraser's job is just to remove pencil marks. That's it. So why would it need a color at all? Why not white, or gray, or black? Try a quick experiment. Picture the classic eraser in your head. Most people see the same thing. A dusty, pink block that leaves crumbs everywhere. That tells you something. The color isn't random. It became the default. Now, here's what an eraser is actually doing. Pencil marks are graphite. Graphite doesn't soak into paper like ink. It mostly sits on the surface and gets trapped between paper fibers. So erasing isn't magic. It's friction. You're rubbing the graphite loose and lifting it away. Early rubber erasers could do that, but not always cleanly. So manufacturers added something extra, tiny, gritty particles, not to ruin the paper, but to help the rubber grip the graphite and scrub it off more effectively. And one of the most important ingredients they used was pumice. Pumice is volcanic rock. It's full of tiny air pockets, so it's light, but still abrasive. And when you grind it into powder, you get a gentle scrubber. Now here's the detail that makes the whole story click. Pumice doesn't look the same everywhere. Depending on where it comes from and what minerals are inside it, pumice can be pale, reddish, or slightly pink. So, when some companies mixed rubber with certain pumice, the final eraser material came out pink. Not as a design choice, not as branding, just the color of the blend. That's the origin of the pink eraser, a color created by accident. But accidents don't become traditions on their own. So here's where the story turns. One major pencil company became closely associated with that pink look, Eberhard Faber. They used a particular pumice source in their mixture, and their erasers came out pink. At first, those erasers were attached to pencils, but then something changed. They didn't just keep erasers on pencils, they started selling erasers separately, to schools, and schools were a perfect market. Because once a classroom uses one kind of eraser, that becomes the eraser. Kids grow up seeing that color. Teachers buy what they recognize. Stores stock what sells. And over time, the pink eraser becomes a visual shortcut. You see it, and you instantly know what it is. Eventually, the look even got a name: Pink Pearl. And once a color gets a name like that, it stops being an accident. It becomes identity. Now, here's the part people don't notice. Most customers don't choose based on material science. Nobody walks into a store thinking, "I'd like a rubber eraser with volcanic abrasive, please." People choose what looks familiar. Familiar becomes normal. Normal becomes tradition. So even as eraser formulas changed, natural rubber becoming synthetic, new fillers, new manufacturing methods, the pink stayed, because the market had already decided what an eraser is supposed to look like. And there was another quiet reason pink survived. Erasers get dirty, they pick up graphite. They pick up oils from your hands. A bright white eraser looks grimy fast. But soft pink hides the mess. So pink wasn't just history. It was also practical. Now, quick myth check. It's not that pink is the best eraser color. Pink became common because of a specific material mix, and a famous product that made the look unforgettable. And once people expect something, companies keep it, even if the original reason disappears. In fact, many modern erasers are dyed pink on purpose now, not because they have to be, but because pink eraser is what people recognize instantly. So, the next time you see one, you're looking at a tiny piece of everyday history, a volcanic rock ingredient that tinted rubber, a brand that made the look iconic, and a tradition that stuck. Next time, we're breaking down something else you've seen 1,000 times. Why receipts fade so quickly? What's really happening to that ink? And why it was made that way. Subscribe for more videos like this.